All right, here we go. MC Eiht. Welcome back to Vlad TV.
Yeah, we back. What's happening? What's good with it?
It's been a few years.
Yes, indeed.
It's been a few years. I feel like we had an epic first interview.
Oh, definitely. We got some positive results. You know what I'm saying? I try to go for positive, not negative. So, everything was good.
Yeah, I dig it, man. And since then, you became part of the Gangster Chronicles.
Right.
Which is still, doing its thing, still successful.
Gangster Chronicles is doing pretty good. Shout out to my boy Norm and, the success of the show right now. I came in, when I did. I wasn't an original part of Gangster Chronicles, but I was presented with an opportunity, and that's what it was. That's it. So the show's doing pretty good. We making our rounds and trying to uplift the show a little better. That's all.
That's what it is. Well, let's get into what's happening right now. And of course, the biggest thing that's happened on the West Coast in a very long time was the whole Kendrick and Drake thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the pop-out show happened.
Right.
In Inglewood.
Right.
It happened on 4th of July. There was a lot of symbolic things, Kendrick was kind of dressed like Tupac, lightweight, with the red jersey and with the red hoodie.
I saw that.
It was like an homage, sort of.
I saw that quote.
Yeah. What did you think about that whole show, number one? Because you weren't actually there, right?
Oh, no.
Why'd you say, oh, no? Would that have been a issue if you went? Or?
Oh, no, definitely not. I know a lot of people who attended. As far as Drake, Kendrick, I know my boy Jay Worthy, Head, I know a few people. Top, nothing of that type of situation. Basically, I had a previous engagement, that's all.
Got it. Would you have gone if you were free?
Probably.
Yeah.
If, my son went.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
He got to experience that. I thought it was a good turnout.
It was a big turnout.
Yeah, I thought it was great, for West Coast music. Mm-hmm. And all of the, prominent artists that we have that some people tend to overlook at sometimes. What has been established as far as West Coast music, when you got the, the trap thing running real hard and the drill music running, I thought it was a good presence for West Coast music.
Well, after the concert, Kendrick actually dropped a music video for Not Like Us, which had so many little hidden meanings mixed in through it and imagery and so forth. What did you think of the music video?
I watched it once. I thought it was pretty good, showing all the symbolic spots of Compton, people getting to feel, place where they come from is represented, respectfully. So I thought the video was done real good.
One of the things that they were saying, like, for example, I had Whack 100 on my show recently, and a lot of people on the internet were saying, like, oh, Kendrick united all the gangs on stage, in LA. But Whack pointed out that 90% of the people on that stage were actually Bloods and maybe 10% were Crips. So there was some unity, but it wasn't like the way people were painting it in that way. Yeah, and he managed to essentially unite all the LA gangs on stage.
Well, that's the thing, Steve. Now, we can't do that because that waters down Los Angeles. Because what happened was, when you look at the stage is 90% Don Moves, Bloods, and Paul Rules.
Huh, okay.
Right? And then you had a few Crips in there. So I don't think Kendrick set out to unite the Crips and Bloods. That wasn't his angle. I think Kendrick set out to pull up those up-and-coming underground artists of greater LA that him and DJ Head is not getting the just due he should get, felt that was grinding and that had never touched the stage of that magnitude. Just so happened you got the PG Pericos, you got the Zoe Osamas, 8-9 East Coast, Broadway. You got, and whoever else was in there. I don't think Kendrick's whole thing was to unite the Crips and Bloods. His whole thing was to show unity amongst all.
I could probably that was probably about right.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody, else paid attention to that, situation, but I still think that as far as being able to put dudes in the same section when they're from different areas, not knowing what, beefs or rivals might be, them able to come together as far as rehearsals and, we've been trying to do that a lot lately, not just with Kendrick. There's been a lot of situations where we've had a lot of different associates get together at concerts. I've been to several concerts with Quick. Mac 10 has put on several concerts where, it's, both sides representation as far as the microphone is concerned. And we were able to get through situations without, back then beefs or whatever. So, I thought it was pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
of course, it was Inglewood, and of course, Kendrick is associated with, a lot of the homies from the Red Side. And that's no big secret. So, of course, you're going to want to have a lot of your representation, but just to be able to reach out, and get dudes from the other side who are trying to make their mark as far as hip hop is concerned, it was real classy.
Well, yeah, you actually commented because when Drake dropped Family Matters, he tried to sort of paint Kendrick as like a fake gangster, like who really represent, YG, who really represent Chuck D. But you actually said that Drake is reaching. Kendrick never claimed to be a Blood.
No, his representation, what it was, everybody knew where he lived, where he grew up. That was basically what he wanted to portray to people. Like, I'm not all out just, red ragged and, khaki suits and, tattoos of the neighborhood, but I grew up over here. I'm still going to represent where I'm from, but I never, came out, like the homie YG or, the homie Game, who openly, told you, I'm affiliated with this section, Kendrick basically was just like, I grew up over here, I never went through the situations where I got put on or that type of things. But when you grow up in the hood, you're still a part of the neighborhood. And so that's where he came from with it, I thought, the line from Drake was, a reach because, we from Compton and a lot of Compton hip hop or rap affiliated dudes claim their neighborhoods, Kendrick was one who didn't have to go that route, but you knew he was from Compton. He went to Centennial, you get me? So that was a reach to me.